Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kenny Brave here, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming banners in 2.1. So the first one is the character banner, which is Raiden's banner, as well as the weapon banner, which features her weapon Engulfing Lightning. So, in-game, if we go to Notices, and we go to Event, we'll be able to see the two banners, Reign of Serenity and Epitome Invocation. So, Reign of Serenity, which is Raiden Shogun's banner. She's featured with Sucrose, Xiangling, and Sarah. In general, this banner is pretty stacked if you're a newer player, as it gives you access to Constellation on a Pyro Damage carry, an Anemo CC support, as well as an Electro support that provides attack for the team, meaning you're no longer reliant on characters like Bennett. And this is without even mentioning the Shogun herself. Moving into detail, if we look at the constellations for the characters that are on this banner, you will be pleasantly surprised about what they can give you. So first, we'll start off with Xiangling. Xiangling is one of the strongest free-to-play characters in the game, period, considering you're given a Constellation 0 of her for free for completing Floor 3 of the Abyss. Xiangling's first constellation is Crispy Outside, Tender Inside. Opponents hit by Gooba's attacks, which is her elemental skill, have their Pyro Res reduced by 15% for 6 seconds. This is a minor damage increase, and it is very welcome. The next notable constellation on Xiangling is her C4, Slow Bake. This increases the duration of her elemental burst by 40%. Now you might not think this is a lot, but consider the fact that you're going from 10 seconds to 14 seconds. This gives you a lot more uptime on your burst and is able to let you generate more particles to refund it, which is one of the main problems that Xiangling has. Last but not least, Constellation 6, Condensed Pyronado. This gives her team a party-wide pyro buff of 15% while her elemental burst is active, which pairs well with other pyro carries such as Hu Tao and Dillik. Moving on to Sucrose, she is a 4-star Anemo support which is able to provide her team elemental mastery through 2 different talents. This gives her a lot of viability in reaction-based comps such as Vaporize and Melt, and easily turns them into an even bigger nuke. Looking at her constellations, her 2 main ones that you want to look forward to are C1 and C2, and they are easily accessible early on. C1 gives her elemental skill an additional charge, meaning you don't have to constantly play around its uptime, as you can let it stack. Her constellation 2 is not as massive, but it does give her ultimate an increased extra 2 seconds. And of course, if you're lucky enough, you could always get Constellation 6. For this one, if her ultimate triggers an elemental absorption, all party members on her team get a 20% elemental damage bonus for that element. This pairs up really nicely with her team-wide elemental mastery talents, as it allows reaction-based comps to get even more damage. Unfortunately, I am unable to talk about Sarah and Raiden with their constellations, as I don't think they've been officially announced yet, so instead we'll be moving on to the weapon banners. We first take a look at the Unforged, which should be really renamed to the Unfortunate, as the treatment's been given has been less than ideal. So it does have a base attack of 608, which is pretty good for a 5-star weapon, as well as a secondary stat of attack percent. Now the attack percent secondary does make it a little hard to fit into builds if you don't already have amazing artifacts. However, it is serviceable as a stat stick for some characters. The unique passive of the Unforged is Golden Majesty. It increases shield strength by 20%, and scoring hits on opponents increases attack by 4% for 8 seconds. And this caps out at 5 stacks, giving you an additional 20% attack. The good part about it though, is that while you have a shield from a character like Diona or Zhongli, the attack bonus is doubled, meaning you can have a maximum of 40%, which is the equivalent of the Wolf's Gravestone. This is really what allows the Unforged to become some sort of stat stick, which you'd throw on a character like Dillik, who has a crit damage secondary and doesn't really rely on it from a weapon. Moving on to probably the most anticipated weapon of this banner, the Engulfing Lightning, aka Raiden Shogun's signature weapon. This weapon has 608 base attack at level 90, as well as gives 55.1 energy recharge, making it ideal for emblem sets, which you'll find very common on Raiden and Xiangling. Its unique passive, which has yet to be given a name, increases your attack by 28% of whatever your energy recharge is over the base 100%. meaning if you have 200% energy recharge, you'll be getting 28% increased additional attack. Using the unique passive, you can only gain a maximum of 80% bonus attack at Refinement 1. In addition, you also gain 30% energy recharge for 12 seconds after using an elemental burst, which makes it a lot easier to restack your ultimate. Looking at the banner as a whole, including the 4-star weapons, it makes it really hard to justify suggesting this banner to anyone other than Wales, as the weapons featured in the banner are either undesirable or they've already had multiple raid ups in the past. This is really only if you want an optimal Raiden Shogun with her weapon. Otherwise, I do highly suggest waiting for the catch that comes with the fishing event. That's really all it from me. I hope this helps you make a well-informed decision on which banner you might be rolling on or skipping, and I wish you all the best. Good luck with your rolls, and take it easy, guys.